What's up, y'all? It's your girl Unique, and you tuning in to Open Mic Night, where I be tuning in to all things music and entertainment. So today we got promoter, Mr. SelfWave himself, Bossmanneal. How you feeling, Neil?
I'm alright, I'm cooling, just going day by day with it.
That is good. So tell us about SelfWave. Like, what's the inspiration behind that? What does it mean?
The inspiration behind it, to start off, the only reason I kind of really wanted to do parties for real was, I was working a 9 to 5, just graduating college, and I'm like, shit, I was really on the phone with my mans, and we was just trying to find something, talk about something about making some money, and but the main person that kind of spoke out or really stuck out was Tim Boss. Keep it all the way hot. And he was on a crazy run, I guess. And I'm like, damn, what is he doing that I can't do? You feel me? Ultimately. But that's really why I started. I just got into it because I seen something in somebody else.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, I know I can do it too, for real. And that's where the idea came from.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the SelfWave name itself, again, we was just sitting there just thinking, like, shit, what could we call it? We was just thinking self-made shit. We're going to do this shit on our own, right? Wave, when you in the wave, shit, you got the motion. So we're gonna self-wave it, for real. So it kind of, it's like a compound word a little bit with it. So compound idea, I can say. So self-wave, self-made. You got the wave, so you got the motion with this shit.
It's hard. So, you pretty much dominate the college market. I don't know if you know, but I actually started out with street marketing and SelfWave myself, my sophomore year.
For sure.
So, was that your idea going into it, marketing-wise, or it kind of just played out that way?
I had to find a target market. And at the time, I was just graduating college. And I'm like, shit. That's what I'm accustomed to at the time, because, I'm a fresh graduate at the time. So, yeah, I went on to just target the college market at that point. So, that's the real reason why I started the college market, But, of course, getting older, you got to branch out the older shit.
Yeah.
That's where the money at, for real.
So, with that being said, being as though most of your audience is the 18 to 25 range, how do you feel about Miami and the new spring break rules?
I did not go this year. Regardless, those rules were set for a reason. I'm not sure if you was down there last year, but somebody got hit right there on South Beach.
Yeah.
So I see why they did those rules. So I'm not mad at it, but me personally, I didn't go this year. I didn't see where it can benefit me any. So I decided just to stay down here and do something for real.
Okay. And what's been the challenges shifting into a new audience, an older audience?
The challenges of it. At the end of the day, you just always got to stay consistent. And the challenges is, honestly, given from when I started and growing, whoever started with me, seeing who started with me and still with me.
Right.
That's the biggest change, is being able to keep everybody that you've been dealing with, which is hard. It's very hard. Like you said, you started with SelfWave, so you kind of know at one point, you can have 200, 300 promoters, but you got to keep switching them out because, one, majority of them not going to be consistent or have the same vision or drive that you got, So that's really the most challenging thing, is just keeping people accustomed to you,
Okay. And you've been turning up Club 919 for the past 2 years. So how does a promoter go from, hosting events at venues to getting a partnership with an established club?
Consistency. Being hungry, wanting to win. And at that point, they see what you're trying to do. Not a lot of clubs is gonna give anybody a chance. And first of all, you gotta make that club some money.
Yeah.
They're not gonna deal with you if you ain't gonna make them no money. So, even being there, it was still challenging, and it still is. It ain't easy, you know, being in that club week after week after week, and your expenses is over $2,000 a week. That's not easy, you know. But I've did it, and it's actually been 3 years, not 2.
Okay.
But it's a thrill for me, honestly. So.
And then part of your job too is booking talent. You pretty much been bringing the hottest artists. April 5th, we got Honcho. You know, you
Sure.
had Big Boogie, Lil Meech, and continuous. So how did you go about that? Like, how do, as a promoter, make yourself to where artists take you seriously, to where you book those bigger talent and not just from the city, the artists from the city?
I mean, it's not about them taking you seriously. You just gotta book them.
Okay.
Ultimately, just book them. A lot of people don't want to make that jump, especially when you get to the $20,000, $30,000 artists. That shit'll make your heart beat, bro. Cause you don't. At one point, you just don't know what the outcome is gonna be. Like every investment, every situation I go into, I do not go into it thinking I'm gonna win. Yes, you're supposed to have that mentality, right? But you're not. You gonna come with them L's. You gonna come with them L's. And it might be a big one, but how you gonna hold off once you lose a big one?
Yeah.
You know. So.
What's been your biggest L thus far, and how did you shift from that?
I would say my biggest L came last year. No, was it last year? Whatever year I brought PGF Nook for homecoming. I forgot when. I think it's probably 2 years ago. That was my biggest L that year. Lost about, not just with him. That's him going to the A, Miami. Shit, I lost about 30 grand, which ain't a lot. To some niggas, that ain't a lot. To bigger people. But to the people that can't even fathom losing that much, it is a lot. So that's the most I really ever lost in a year. Like back to back to back.
Yeah.
This was like a 4-month span. And I ain't stopped. And you didn't never notice I lost it. But it made me think, made me reconsider. So every move I make now, which every move I try to make is a smart move, but I'm really thinking on it now, you know.
So what keeps you going?
My 1099s at the end of the year. So seeing that, it brings me joy. Knowing that revenue that comes in, it does feed my family. So that's honestly the thrill of it. It's like a hustle. It's like, would you rather hustle in the streets or in investments, or rather gamble your life in the streets or gamble with investments? And I'd rather gamble with investments the right way, you know. So that's the thrill of it.
That's the thrill of it.
Mm-hmm.
Rock with it. So you still selling dogs out here?
I'm honestly not into the selling. I'm still trying to find it with the dog thing. I still got my dog or whatever, but nah, I wasn't really selling dogs. It was more like I came up off of 3. You talking about them? I don't know if you talking about them 3 little dogs I had. I just came up off of 3 and cause I'm actually a leasing manager. You feel me? So one of the units that we seen, somebody had left 3 little dogs. So I ended up finding them a home pretty much.
Okay.
So yeah.
So what about time management? You talk about being a leasing manager and having this full-time business. How do you gamble the two?
Sometimes I work. Sometimes I do the promoting party stuff while I'm at my job, which my boss be getting on me about. But I juggle it. I juggle it. It's definitely time management. You have to have time management. You have to at least find time. And there's no such thing as I don't have time. It might not be enough of it,
Right.
but you have time. That's always. So, it is challenging though. Now that I also got a baby girl, it's challenging a little bit, but shit. You ever heard of I'm built for it tough?
Yeah.
You know, that's what I like to say. I'm built for it tough, and I'm just built for challenges, man. I've been facing them all my life, for real, for real.
So, you got any advice for people just graduating college, trying to find their groove? Some people may not know their purpose or know what their business is right out of college.
Right.
And you got any advice for anybody in that position?
First, at least, and this is what I did not do, at first, at least try to set yourself up for a fight and winning chance before you graduate. Because once you graduate with no clear idea, it's going to be even more tough. It's going to be even more tough. So at least know what you want to do in some shape or form. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to manage. I knew I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to just do something, right? So at that point, I had got into management, you know. And from there, like I said, I'm at work thinking, trying to do something else. And that's where it came from while I was on the clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got Spring Fling coming. We got Honcho coming April 5th. What's next for SelfWave? What we got coming up?
What do we have coming up? I definitely got something coming up. I just dropped my Aggie Fest today. So we got a couple moves there. Not sure if y'all heard of him, BHM Peasy. He kind of buzzing right now on social media and with the South by Southwest. So we grabbed him for a couple dates. Then we got Lil Meech again, which he actually had owed us a date because he didn't show up for A&T Homecoming. So we got him for Aggie Fest and my boy New Club. Shout out my boy Righteous, man. The Lost Diamond, the New Greensboro Lounge, man. That shit gonna be lit for shit show. But yeah, that's what we got right then. As far as the next big thing outside the Honcho joint. You know, I got some more stuff after Honcho, but I just can't really
Disclose.
really let you know. Yeah, not yet. All it's big though. It's around my birthday, so.
Okay. So y'all make sure y'all tune in to SelfWave Entertainment for the big announcement. Thank y'all for tuning in. Open mic night. Tuning in to all things music and entertainment, and we only going up from here. One.
Sure.
Oh.